Hey, John O'Connell here from SFFitnessCamps. Today I'm going to discuss cravings and how you can deal with them. Cravings obviously can seriously hinder your fat burning effects by giving into cravings. So how do you deal with them, and what types of cravings is what we're going to discuss today. Now there's two types of cravings. We basically got psychological and physiological. Now everyone knows the kind of psychological cravings, I want chocolate, that kind of sort of stuff, but the physiological ones behind it may surprise you, some of them. So we're going to discuss both of them and hopefully give you some great solutions to help you kind of deal with those cravings that you're getting. So first of all, the psychological ones. The first thing that you got to do is kind of listen to your internal dialogue and control it. Okay, be aware of your internal dialogue. And this is the voice that goes on inside your head that you might be in a supermarket and see some chocolate and gonna go, oh, I want chocolate, and you start having a discussion, a dialogue with yourself about why you should or you shouldn't have chocolate. You're very good at convincing yourself to have chocolate. So what we've got to do is try and actually convince ourselves the opposite way. Convince yourself not to have chocolate. One of the things on the psychological side of things is that we always think, oh, I can't have chocolate, I can't have chocolate, I can't have chocolate. If you keep thinking about chocolate, you're going to want more of it. That's why the whole kind of, I can't isn't a good approach towards it. Whereas with our nutrition program, what we do is we can have chocolate on our cheat meal. So that it takes out that kind of negative component from it. And he said, yes, I can have chocolate on my cheat meal. A really good thing to do is if you do get cravings and you notice them, is actually write them down in a notebook, kind of keep a craving notebook. And then when it comes to your cheat day, that's your shopping list. They're the stuff that you wanted during the week, so then go and reward yourself by having those things. Writing them down also takes them out of your mind, so it actually stops your brain from thinking about them so much. The whole thing is that we create cravings very easily by the psychological internal dialogue that we have, that as soon as I start mentioning chocolate, you can imagine what it looks like in your favorite chocolate bar and the taste of it as it passes your lips onto your tongue, and as you're chewing it and crunching on it and melting in your mouth, that taste and flavor of chocolate. I've actually probably created a small little craving inside you, and then you're going to do more work to build that craving more. Instead of doing that, what we've got to do is control our internal dialogue. So focusing on things that's going to change the subject. So if you kind of see a chocolate bar in the supermarket, or something that draws your eyes and go, oh, I really want to buy that, I really want to buy that, I really want some chocolate, is just start to tell yourself no, 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 and then change. Think about something else. Think about something else that maybe, think about the results you got that week, or think about, the training that you're going to be doing and all your hard work, and actually start to change it. Or think about something completely different, whether it be your children or your work, or something, a match on TV, anything like that. Just trying to actually change the subject, change the dialogue that's going on inside your head. And as I said, always you can have it on Saturday when my cheat meal's on. Another thing as well is out of sight, out of mind. It's something my wife Anna uses with her clients a lot, and makes common sense, but not a lot of people realize it. Is that if you actually go to the supermarket and buy it, you're planning on eating it. You're planning on cheating. You're planning on giving into the cravings. So just simply keep it out of the house. Keep it out of the cupboards. Don't buy it if you don't want to eat it. If you want to really get in shape, if you're really serious about your health and getting in shape, then out of sight, out of mind. Don't go buying packets of crisps or chocolate bars or sweets or whatever it is. Don't go buying them until it's your cheat day. And then another thing as well, with regards to if we are getting these cravings, and a lot of times people get them at the same time during the day, that if we're watching TV late at night and you're having a cup of tea during work or something like that, and then there's always biscuits there, that kind of thing, do something different. So instead of having a cup of tea and some biscuits, actually go for a walk, or just do something different to break the habit. Because the whole kind of habitual side of things, oh, I'm having a cup of tea, I'll just have a biscuit with it, it's so natural to us that actually sometimes we do it without even thinking, and then you're all of a sudden, oh crap, I'm eating biscuits, I shouldn't be doing this on my plan. So do something different, really break the habit, and become aware of how you actually go about giving into cravings and convincing yourself to actually cheat on your plan on the wrong days, and try and change that internal dialogue to help you stay on track. Then we've got physiological cravings. So these may surprise you on some of them. First of all, is the reason why we get a lot of cravings is because we've got low serotonin or dopamine levels, or we know that sugar increases dopamine a huge amount. So your brain kind of thinks, oh, I want sugar because I want to feel better. Chocolate increases dopamine levels. So again, your brain knows this, so it goes, all right, I want chocolate to increase my dopamine levels. Unfortunately, they only do it for a very short amount of time. So that's why we get these kind of up and downs. We get a big sugar rush, we get the high good feeling of serotonin, and then it drops off after about half an hour, and then we want more. And that's where the whole kind of cravings come into, is, oh, I want more sugar, I want more sugar, I want more sugar. And that sugar also doesn't just kind of talk about the white granule kind of stuff. It's also bread and pastas and oats, and they all get broken down just as quickly as sugar in the body, and they're exactly broken down into glucose and glycogen in the body. So when we're moving on to bacteria, this might shock you. It shocks me, and it grosses me out a little bit. Is that you've got good and bad bacteria in your body, and you're supposed to have a nice hormonal, harmonious relationship between the good and bad bacteria. However, if we have a bad bacteria overgrowth and we have too much bad bacteria, they'll actually start to simulate cravings, because they feed off sugar and carbohydrate containing foods. So if you're craving a lot of carbs, a lot of breads, pastas, sugars, or I really miss my bread, or I really love my bread, a lot of times it's not you loving them, it's that bad bacteria in your system that's actually crying out for those foods. So what we can do with regards to the bad bacteria is taking some probiotics, some good bacteria to help fight the bad bacteria, and then literally starve them. Don't feed them their foods that they live off, and they will die off and die away. Improving the digestive system as well is a huge part of that. People do get savory cravings, so they crave salty foods like crisps or something like that. Again, that's usually down to a mineral deficiency in the body, and I'll talk about how you can control that by boosting your mineral content. And then omega-3 deficiency has been shown to increase the amount of cravings that we're having. So if we actually take in more omega-3s, more good fish oils, high-dose fish oils, then we'll actually lower our cravings by doing so. So again, trying to go cold turkey all the time isn't necessarily good. We have to actually feed our bodies and start fueling our bodies. So the solutions are increasing good fats and minerals into the body. So nuts, avocados, coconut oil, fish oils, olive oils, get lots of good fats in, and they'll die down your cravings. Good fats also increase serotonin levels, and they'll make you feel good. So again, it'll take away those kind of need for the cravings, because your body won't need to feel better. It'll automatically be feeling good. And then minerals, things like magnesium, potassium, sodium, best gotten from things like Himalayan rock salt or Celtic sea salt. These are very high in minerals, and if we kind of add that to our food instead of your basic table salt, they're a lot better for you, a lot healthier for you. And like I said, eliminate grains and sugars, eliminate a lot of those carbohydrate containing foods that actually feed those bad bacteria. Sugar is just as addictive as cocaine. So I'll say that again, sugar is just as addictive as cocaine. It heightens the same brain centers in the brain that cocaine does. So it is very addictive, and one of the best things to do is to go cold turkey on it. But like I said, try and increase your good fats and your minerals first, and then go to cold turkey. Cut it out, couple of days. Some people take longer than others, but roughly about 5 to 10 days off it, and you should be able to be strong enough and eliminate and lower the cravings a huge amount. So that's our discussion on cravings. I'm sure you've got plenty of questions, so please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be back to you soon.